Hi, beautiful Aquarius. This is Mary Ellen. Welcome to Moonrise Cottage for your December 2017 Soul Tarot reading. I am thrilled to be here with you once again. Exciting times that we're in. Isn't it amazing that we're at the end of the year already? I have a beautiful reading for you that is the culmination of the journey that you've been on all through 2017. For anyone who's new to the channel, welcome. It's wonderful to have you here. I'm a clairvoyant person, and I do channel messages from Spirit using the cards to help you understand the soul journey that you are on coming through 2017. And in these days coming toward the solstice, there's a very important culmination, Spirit is saying, arriving on your doorstep is what's coming through. And so Spirit's been talking a lot about that event meaning the solstice, which is coming on the 21st of December. And the days, 2 or 3 days on either side, there is going to be another portal of sorts coming in order to help you move into the next phase of your journey as a spirit being walking in a human body across the earth. So before we jump in, I just want to remind you of a few things. If you are interested in purchasing a reading, or if you would like a gift certificate as a holiday gift or something like that, scroll down below this video. There is an information box. Click on the words Show More just at the bottom of that box. It's a tab. All the information you need is there. The types of readings, the cost of the readings, the PayPal link, my email, and information about the live stream events that are going to be happening with regularity starting in 2018. There will be a live stream event on December 9th. It'll be in the evening, probably 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, U.S. New York time, which is my time zone, so that folks in other time zones can participate. If you would like to participate in that live stream event about the solstice, please make sure to go to the Show More tab and send through your subscription request to my PayPal account, and I'll get back to you and make sure you're in the notification email list. So, Aquarius, you've been on such a beautiful journey, so intensely beautiful, as you know, your energy set point here on the planet, the bringer of change and things to come. That's part of the words that are coming through from Spirit about your nature and your set point and how it is you contribute. So let's take a look at the first card that came out over the top of this reading. That is the gorgeous King of Skill. And it is the card that provides a thematic presence from Spirit, the ideas and the thought process that Spirit wants to utilize to shine a light upon your reading as we go through the rest of the cards. And, you know, the thing about the King of Skill, he's been showing up a lot the last few months. This person is very powerful and yet really humble. His shield, he is a warrior. His shield is hung on the wall at his back. Those times of difficulty are primarily behind him. And he's come across this beautiful journey and come to rest in the golden light of the sand that we see outside of his window. And what he's doing is having arrived at the top of his game, so to speak, in terms of his skill level and how it is that he engages in life. He has reached the pinnacle of his journey. And in these moments of calm and having collected himself, he now is able to focus on the pathway he intends to make going forward. And so that's what Spirit would like to discuss with you in your reading today. And so, you know, as the cards come out, if you're new to the channel, this card provides a pathway. That's what Spirit is saying for your thought process as the other cards come forward. And underneath this card is always the card that indicates your energy set point in the days of December, in this month that we're speaking about, and how you as a person and as a spirit being blended together, how your energy moves and shifts and also gives light to your own personal journey. And here's the card. That is the beautiful spinner of growth. So sitting next to the King of Skill, having that message that came out from Spirit about being, having arrived in this place where you are at the top of your game. From that place, here are the cards. You sit inside, Spirit says, the energy pathway of the major arcana of the deck. And so that's your personal set point. And this is, Spirit wants you to know, this card is how you affect the world going forward into this month of December. And the pathway that you will walk as your energy is in the process, the spirit energy joining you is in the process of literally making the shoes with which you walk forward into your new life coming into 2018. That's an incredibly beautiful message. And so there's a lot of messaging coming through, about the solstice that's coming up. And Spirit would like me to speak a lot about that. So as you walk forward with the spirit energy, helping you create this pathway and the shoes with which you walk, the purpose of your walk this month is to spin the factors of your own growth. And of course, that's what happens when you come to the top of your game, Spirit says, and you reach a goal. Then you enter this phase where you become able to send out the seeds of what is new that is about to spring forth from the places where you have been and the journey that you have had and your new ability to create your path going forward. And for you, Aquarius, as a sacred change maker, you are here to I'm being corrected. Spirit saying to harness the winds of change that blow across this planet and into your life and send out the seeds of the new growth that are meant to go forward from your particular spirit energy set point. And, if you think about trees as a metaphor, see if I can hold this in the corner here. They respirate. They take in what comes to them. Air, Spirit's talking about air and sunlight and nourishment from the ground. Being firmly rooted in this place and yet being deeply connected to the heavens. And that is the aspect in which you walk toward the days of the solstice in this major arcana type of energy, becoming the spinner of growth in your own life, and yet also illuminating all you come in contact with through the manifestation of this energy set point that you carry. It's a beautiful, beautiful Spirit's there are a lot of words coming through about proficiency. Okay, Spirit's talking about this, about your ability, and basically saying, don't doubt yourself in this moment. Yes, you're human. You may still have challenges. We all do. And Spirit says, with regard to this message, it doesn't matter. You've achieved your goal. We're here at the end of the year, having come through this time of great shift and change. And now it is time for what comes next. And that's what this message is going to be about. So let's toggle over and I'll show you the next cards that are coming out. So as you take this journey with this beautiful energy and the spirit accompaniment, the light, the strength, the humility, standing firmly rooted as an actor of change, this is the walk you take as you go forward. And you've seen some of these cards before. The first card on the left on that bottom line is a gorgeous card. It is a dialogue card. That is you reaching the pinnacle and being in direct communication with Spirit in whatever way you understand that in your life. There you go. Gorgeous. The dialogue. Some time now as we approach the solstice to understand your set point. This is, a reiteration of that first card. And Spirit wants you to know that not only do you stand in your place, having come across your journey and reached the top of your game. When you arrive in this place, this is how you arrive. Not only firmly rooted in your place, but in deep, direct communication with the sacred realm. And the joy in that, Spirit says, from both parties, there's joy in having reached this destination. It is the place you were meant to arrive, and you have come through your tasks. And that's why Spirit's sending this card. You have succeeded in your journey. And now in this place of rest, as we come into December, you are able to take your energy and spin it out and know that you are in direct communication with something very sacred inside of yourself. And also in the spirit realm at large is the word that's coming through from Spirit. So let's toggle back. Of course, because we're talking about one cycle ending and another cycle beginning, the adventure of skill is what comes immediately following this new set point having been achieved, and this dialogue that you have with Spirit about what it is to go forward from this place. And the adventure of skill is a really beautiful card. It is about being in a place of newness and power, using the skills that you have gained. Spirit says, remember that, King of Skill. Now you have the opportunity to use that skill set and go forward in a mystical, powerful way. Perhaps, Spirit's talking about, in a way, disguised, if you will, quietly, like a mouse, who has great power because of its own ability to move and go into many, many, many places that most of us would never be able to arrive into. It's interesting, the words that are coming about this. But there's a lot of joy and a lot of eagerness, a lot of abundance. And Spirit's talking about internal abundance, through, understood through the images that are coming. So I'm going to toggle back. Through these images that you have been given, this is how you understand the nature of that little mouse. And Spirit wants to make sure that you understand that little mouse has just as much power as the King of Skill. And yet it is able to encapsulate that power and move it forward with the power of a mouse, if you will. Able to traverse almost any place it would like to go. A mouse can fit into a very, very small opening. It's really interesting that this is the image, isn't it? So with all of this power, having reached these pinnacles in your life and being ready and being able to spin the seeds of change, there you are in this beautiful field of grain, ready and eager and waiting to go on this next adventure. And you have the ability to go into places that are uncommon. That is why the mouse is there. And if you look at the next card, again, it's another major arcana card. That is the gorgeous Imaginer. And not only does it have the capacity to use the shift and change that comes at the time of the full moon, also another creature there. Let me show you. Do you see that? There's the Imaginer. Diving deep. Going into the deepest places. The second reiteration or notification, if you will, of that type of message. You're going really deep through the phases of the moon. And because of the places that you have been, you arrive into this new time on this journey. And that vessel is a sacred vessel. It has the capacity to take you to any destination that you can imagine. And what you are imagining, as we know from last month, if you haven't seen last month's reading, I always encourage people to go back and look and refresh your memory. You are riding the energy of the Imaginer of harmony, diving deep into the ocean of life, utilizing the sacred vessel of all that you can imagine and bring forth in through the cycles of the moon. So this is about sacred feminine energy, about intuition, about manifestation, about understanding the cycles of life and where you have arrived in this beautiful, deep, sacred place through the cycles of 2017. Now you have the capacity to power your own existence in all the ways described, and, Spirit says, to travel deeper still. So let's take a look at the bridge card and see what is in store for this type of travel that you are going to be having, this journey, in concert with and in dialogue with the spirit realm that is going to support your adventure, taking the skills you have gained and going forward. And Spirit's talking about both philosophically and literally in your life. When you see the adventure of skill sitting below the spinner of growth, you know that there's a great adventure coming that you've been prepared for, and you will feel it deep in your heart on the spirit realm, and you will begin to see this unfold in your life in general, the way in which your journey has shifted because you have gained your strength, and enough strength to be able to imagine and sail forward into a time of harmony. It's a beautiful message. And having come through that journey in the month of December, then you come to a moment where things begin to be revealed to you. So that is the beautiful revelation of art. We see in this card also another signification of water next to this beautiful goddess. This woman was the woman who had the sacred capacity to reveal the name of future kings. And so the message from Spirit, sitting in that center line, if you look at those three cards, there's a prophecy happening in this moment about the nature of your journey and your ability to sit in the sacred chair and to bring forth with passion that which is meant to flow out of you about the days going forward. Having been highly activated, pouring your passion from your heart chakra out into the world, figuratively, into a bowl to share with others. And there's the beautiful, sacred bowl of water. And so Spirit's been talking a lot about the sacred cauldron, the sacred bowl, the place in which abundance exists. And so having that kind of abundance at your side, because you have sailed into this existence, you have traversed your many journeys, and you arrive in this state ready to take the next step in your spirit journey. It's a beautiful, beautiful notification about the revelation of the art of living and achieving the things that are important to you as a spirit being and as a human walking through this beautiful spirit adventure. So let's toggle back. I want to talk to you about the spirit journey and show you the cards that reflect the walk, so to speak, that you're having on the human realm as you prepare in the days of December to meet the solstice and be ready to receive that which will be revealed to you about harmony, about the art of bringing harmony. And again, Spirit's referencing last month's reading in particular. If you haven't seen it, it would be a good idea to go and check it out, because there was a deep notification about your internal set point and your desire to see harmony evolve here on this planet as you spend your time here on your human walk. So it's beautiful to see that reflected in this card. So coming into the solstice in the way that you have your set point, this is the journey you take. It's really beautiful. The card on the top left is the Keeper. It is another major arcana card. I would like you to take just a quick look at the bottom right-hand card, the Imagineer of Harmony, and look diagonally toward the top left. Blowing the winds of change, the seeds of new growth because of your set point and what is going to be revealed to you. The first step on your spirit walk this month as you approach the solstice, where things will be revealed to you, is a major arcana card, and that is the Keeper of Harmony. And so again, Spirit is saying you have arrived. This is beautiful sacred male energy that brings impetus for change. And in these moments, you have begun to understand, because it is being revealed to you in a spiritual way, the strategy, if you will, the game of life, the purpose of being a human, and the way you navigate through this experience, coming to rest in this energy in order to blow the seeds of this change into the world around you. And what could be essentially a more beautiful mission, Spirit is saying, than that. And as a change maker, Spirit is speaking directly to you. I'm going to toggle back. Look at the center card. That is about shift and change and new growth being sent out from your energy into the world, the seeds of change. With all the revelation and all the journeys you've been on, stepping onto this next journey with your particular energy set point, having been profoundly ordered through the changes of the year to have the capacity to add your particular energy to the tapestry that's being woven by Spirit as we approach the solstice. And sitting right next to the Keeper of Harmony, again, another notification. So Spirit's asking me to have you bring your attention to the center vertical line of cards, where you are notified that you are going on this sacred journey. Of course, what else would it be? With the spinner of growth right at the center. And sitting above that on the spirit realm, here to assist you on your human walk, another major arcana card. Aquarius. You're always amazing anyways, but this is truly profound. This is the rememberer of lore. And as Spirit's saying, it has everything to do with the Imagineer of Harmony and the Keeper of Harmony. And there again, sacred male energy, having been transformed, sitting in this beautiful spot, sending out vibrationally, and that's the pathway you've been on, remembering the sacred identity of humanity. Yourself, of course, but Spirit says it's wider than that. That's the task you've been moving toward. And in a spirit realm, you have reached your goal. And again, Spirit's talking with me about this. That's why this is here, to help you understand the meaning of the King of Skill in this reading. Spirit says this is another manifestation of that message. In order to bring change, we must remember who we are on the deepest level. And that, again, male energy, impetus for change, the spark, the genesis, so to speak, here at the center. And this is how you sit. And I'm going to see if I can put them all together. See that? I have to hold it way back, I guess. Look. Aquarius, it's really beautiful. Really profound and gorgeous. And I thank you, truly, for everything that you've done this year. Let's toggle back and look at this last card. That is the Adventure of Art. So, if you look at these cards and you think about the spiral of this message, with a spiral right at the center, in a sense, Spirit letting you know right out of the gate, you have reached the moment that was intended for you. And having come into this energy set point, you add and assist the work that is happening on the spirit realm. and all the beings here on earth that are working so hard for shift and change to bring humanity back to a place where it can remember itself. And when that happens, a new adventure, not just the adventure of skill like the little mouse, but now the adventure of Spirit saying the profound adventure of art. And again, hang on a second. Spirit's telling me to show you something. Wait. Let me just grab this card. Spirit's talking about this lady. The prophecy. The seer who names kings. And what is going to be revealed to you as you come through the solstice is this. Whoops, wrong card. Sorry. Is this. You will come to an understanding of the sacred turning of the spiral and what it is to go and recapture the sacred vibration that you hold as a human being. And it has everything to do with the imaginer of harmony and the keeper of harmony. That's the purpose of this person in the tribe, in the clan. This was a wisdom holder, and Spirit's talking about the progression, all right? First, you become trained. You utilize your talent going forward to send out this beautiful sacred vibration, having been transformed. And the very next step is to recapture the turning of the spiral of humanity. There's a story behind this card. And basically, this gentleman was in this position within the clan. There was a battle, and the sacred instrument was stolen. It was lost, Spirit says. And it's time to regain it. He had to go on a sacred journey to find the place where it had been hidden and sing the songs and raise the vibration in order to get the sacred instrument to literally arise through the air and return to him. And he was successful. And it changed, well, Spirit says two things. It was always his destiny, but it changed the destiny of the clan. And that is your mission, Aquarius, as a change maker. It's intensely beautiful. Look at that. On the spirit realm, this is what is happening. While you take the adventure of skill here in your human life, there's another adventure. There's another, Spirit's saying, aspect, facet, if you will, to this adventure. So don't ever doubt that what you're doing here has an effect very profoundly and very directly, and you might not see it. You know, that's what the cloak is all about. It's hidden, but it's okay. Don't doubt it. It is evolving, and you can feel clear and certain about that. So let's toggle back. I want you to, again, be able to just spend a few moments with those cards. And Spirit says, look deeply into them and you will understand. So Spirit wants to shift the conversation to the solstice. On the day of the solstice, it was the day when souls who had been taken to the sacred passage tombs to rest in the ceremonial bowl that was in each altar, preparing themselves on a soul level to move forward into the next phase of your existence. Or pardon me, it's interesting. That was an interesting phrase coming straight from Spirit. So, the message is, understand the message about your preparation and your set point. You are ready to move forward on the solstice when the sun arises in the couple days before and a couple days after, a period of 4 or 5 days. The sun arises and does create a portal. And in the days of the passage tombs, there was this belief that souls needed time to prepare through the seasons. And again, look at the tree right at the center. And then there comes a moment when the sun comes up and literally illuminates the passageway. I want to show you a picture. Spirit's been asking me to show everybody. It illuminates the passage tomb on those days. And all souls who are ready to move forward rise to the energy and walk into that next place of existence. And that's the journey that you clearly are on, Aquarius, as a spirit being. Spirit's saying to me, a human walker a spirit being walking across the earth, in order to help weave this tapestry of shift and change and vibration. And look at all the notification of vibration in these cards. Shift and change. Adventures. And the ability to imagine harmony and then come to a time of revelation about the art of being in a central place where harmony is the strategy, so to speak, that is used in a very sacred way in order to create the vibration and recapture the destiny of humanity. So let's take a look at the last card. It blew my mind. I think it's going to blow your mind. It's intensely beautiful. And Spirit's talking about having come through these moments and being prepared to take the journey that comes from the sacred cauldron on the solstice. There you stand, Aquarius. You have arrived. It is intensely beautiful. I'm going to show you the card. Look at that. A new quest. It is the quest of knowledge about that which has been revealed to you. And there's the sacred cauldron of all wisdom, out of which spirits arrive. Spirit's talking about into and out of the cauldron. I think you've seen this card before. Some people call that sacred cauldron of wisdom the Akashic records. There are lots of words that humanity has, Spirit says, about this notion. And certainly when one comes to a place where they stand before this, in this moment, you have the capacity to manifest and to travel forward based on all that is revealed to you, because you now have this type of vision to be able to see this place. So on the solstice, do prepare yourself to go forward. It may be subtle, it may be profound, there may be dreams, because we have this card. All right? Understand your energy, Aquarius. And Spirit says, step fully into it with joy. And don't be afraid. You don't have to know everything in every moment. All that needs to be revealed has been revealed thus far. And you've been prepared for this next step, going into 2018, arriving into the new year in this way. So I want to thank you, because it's a really profound journey. And it took a lot of work and a lot of trust. And you were able to come through this journey to prepare yourself for the solstice in the moment when souls take the next leap. And that's what Spirit's talking to me about for you. It's about taking the next leap and being and understanding that you are, your energy vibration absolutely is a part. I'm going to toggle back because I want you to see the cards. A part of this tapestry, this cloak that Spirit's been talking about. And if you look at that outcome card, that gentleman has a cloak around his back, doesn't he? And having woven together his energy with all else that exists, he comes to this moment. It's really beautiful, Aquarius. So I'm going to leave you with the cards and just leave them up there for a few minutes as I finish the video, so you can just look into them and refer to them and understand the message that comes to you from those images. So I wish for everyone a wonderful month of December. If you're celebrating with friends and family, the holidays and the new year coming, I add my blessings and love to that, to those events, and definitely take some time. I hope you'll be able to join us for the live stream on the 9th of December that is going to have a special reading about the meaning of this particular solstice in this year that is so profound, given the way this journey has been presented, Spirit says, including the little journey that I went on, my own adventure of skill, in order to go to the passage tombs, to bring those messages here to you if you stumble upon this channel. If you haven't seen the messages from at least Spirit says the summer, meaning the Lionsgate portal and those things that happened over the summer, skip through some of those, skim through so you understand the process that you've been engaging in and the place in which you have arrived, because it's truly beautiful. So thank you, Aquarius. I'll look forward to seeing you again in January. Have a wonderful month.